Okay. You can hear me now, right? Yeah. Okay. Angie, smile. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm in the middle of doing my workout right now, so I'm gonna black out my face in a
Now I
second.
can't hear you. Oh,
Oh,
because my volume's muted. Oh, shoot. Hold on.
no.
What did you say? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Said I overslept this morning, so I'm in the middle of doing my workout right now.
Oh, crap.
So I'm gonna black my face out in a second.
That sucks so bad. I'm sorry. I've done that a million times. Okay. So I'm going to get started. First, I wanted to go through a couple announcements. One being Success Club, and if you haven't read this yet, you can be invited to the Success Club party at Summit. And to get that invite, you have to have 20 Success Club points in between, spread across March and April. So if you got 6 in March, you need 14 in April, and then you can go to the Success Club party. Now, that's where like all the top coaches go there. The trainers are there. It's super fun. So try to do that. Summit tickets are $165 now, so still not crazy expensive. So if you haven't bought yours yet, I really suggest you do it. We have so many people going this time. I'm so excited. The energy is amazing there. You're going to absolutely love it. And then the last announcement I had was just that in April is $20 off the mega and deluxe packs this whole month. So just something to keep in mind for you. So tonight I'm going to talk about some hard stuff, some easy stuff, maybe some stuff you've never thought of, but we, as Beachbody coaches, are encouraged to do these vital behaviors. And it doesn't, no matter what your long-term goal is, if you want to quit your job, if you want to do this as a hobby, if you want to, you're not really in it for the income or the rank or anything like that, and you just want to help other people, which is totally awesome. You still have to do these vitals to make any of those things happen. Like even if you are just a hobby coach, you still have to do the vitals. So I'm going to talk tonight about how we can do those vitals in our busy, crazy day. So all of those things help you hit a Success Club. And if you aren't doing them, you're not going to hit Success Club. So I want you to just take a minute and do a little gut check while I'm going through this, and really ask yourself if you are doing the things that I'm talking about, and then if you're not, then how can you fit it into your day? So we have to be inviting and getting people into our challenge groups. That's the bottom line of all of this, right? Good challengers lead to good coaches. So we have to invite our asses off and get people into our challenge group. So to get people into your challenge group, you have to do the 4 vitals. That's all there really is to it. So the 4 vitals, I hope you know these, and if you don't, I'm just going to run through them really quick. 1 is to be proof of the product. So that means to do your workout and drink your shake and share it. Okay, that's not added on there, but I just did that for you. The second one, I like to call it connect, invite, and follow up. Officially, they just say invite, but connect, invite, and follow up, those kind of go together for me. Number 3 is to do personal development, of course. Oh my God, did I hit record? Oh, I did. Yes. Okay. Now I lost what I was saying. Oh, personal development. And when I was getting ready for this call, I was thinking, like, what other company recommends or like really pushes you to work on yourself? Like, that's pretty amazing to me, and I'm very proud to be a part of that. And then number 4 is, of course, recognition. So that means recognizing your challengers. So those are the 4 vitals. I think what happens, new coaches that come in get really overwhelmed, and because there's so much information and there's so much to learn and there's so many places to get it from, and it's kind of just all out there, I think we lose the vital part. Like, we might not be inviting as much as we should be, and we're spending time doing other things. And then we don't have success really quickly. and you don't see income coming in right away, and you don't see people joining your challenge group right away, and then oftentimes new coaches will say, no, it's not for me. It didn't work for me. And I really encourage you to stick it out. You know, when I started, I hit the ground like on fire, and I had quick success. And so I saw a glimpse and I had a taste of what that success can be like. And so it's hard as a new coach, if you haven't had that success yet, to really feel what this can be for you and what this can do for you. And we want that for you. We want you to feel that little bit of success for a second, so you know what the possibilities are. And to do that, you have to be consistent. You have to give it time, and it will pay off. I promise you that. It's paying off for us right now. But we just have to kind of wrap our brains around the fact that consistency and time is what it takes. So what I did was I posted in the team page that video, and I don't even know what her name is, but it was in the Beachbody Champions page, and it was about little power pockets of time. And when I first started listening to her, I thought, oh my God, this is our team. Like she said, my whole team, they're full-time work. They work full-time. They have kids. They're super busy. And that resonated with me obviously a lot. That's our team. Like we all work full-time, but we all have to do these vital behaviors. And so it's really important to find time in your day to get these done. I never have used a power hour. That does not work for me. It never has worked for me. Just recently, I've done kind of a revamp of my schedule for the day, because what was happening was I would get these little pockets of time and I would just sit and spin my wheels, and I wouldn't have like a plan. Because I think, oh, I got to do this. No, I got to do this. No, I got to do this. So I had to really sit back and see what I needed to do every single day, what I needed to do every week, what I needed to do every month. And I looked at that. I'll show it to you actually. I have it right here. Oh my gosh. I may or may not have been doing this while I was working. Sorry, Kristen. Just a little. Anyway, this is my list. I mean, it's crazy. So this is all the things that I have to do. And then I divided it up into day, week, or month. And then I looked at my day and I blocked out time that I was actually at work, that I could not do the business at all. And I blocked out that time. I blocked out time with my family after school and like into the evening. They changed every night. But I blocked out time for that, because that is important to me, that I make time for my kids and my husband, of course, at night. And then the time that wasn't taken, I plugged everything in. I mean, I tried really hard to use 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And it has to work. It's worked for me quite well, actually, since I kind of switched to my schedule here. And I can actually post that in the team page if you want me to. Hi, Zach. So a couple tips. I don't know if you've done this before we get started on the power hour thing. One tip I have is to turn off your notifications on your Facebook. And to do that, you go to your settings. It's super easy. I'm not going to do it. But also, you can take a sticky note, and I've done this before, and I just stick it on the bottom left of my screen, and then it covers up all the notifications that pop up, and you can get through without seeing all those notifications, because, of course, we want to answer them right away. What? Oh, I didn't see the chat. Hold on. What? Well, okay. That's what I actually was going to say that in a few, Kristen. Is that not funny? I shit you not. Okay. God, we're gross. Why? Okay. So that's one thing. And then one tip was to cover up with a sticky note. And then if you've ever seen the Facebook Eradicator, I'm going to show you my Facebook page really quick. Please be patient, because I have like 3 screens open and oh God. I just want to show this to new people who have never seen it before. All right, hold up. I'm almost there. I almost got it. Yes. So, can you see it? Yes, I think you can. So this is what my homepage on Facebook looks like. Notice there's no newsfeed. That's because I am really bad at getting on here and I just start scrolling and things catch my eye like squirrel. And everybody does that. I mean, we're all guilty of that, but this would distract me from what I was supposed to be doing. So what I used was the newsfeed eradicator. And if you Google it, it's actually an app you can add to your desktop, and it takes away the newsfeed, and it adds this nice little quote for you too, which I think is really nice. So this is what it looks like, and that has helped me a ton with common distractions. Okay, hold on, give me a second. You're being so patient. Okay, oh shoot. By the way, P.S., my kids aren't even close to in bed. And Scott's not here. He's taking Emma to soccer. I'm just over it. And it's the first night of spring sports. I'm like, I quit. I don't want to do it anymore. My God. All right. Oh, here. Done. Okay. So my Power Pockets are spread throughout my day, and I'm going to kind of share that with you when I do what, and then we'll go through the vitals as I go. But we'll start with inviting and connecting and following up. So inviting and following up. When I get up in the morning, I get up at 4:30, I go downstairs and I make my breakfast. And while I'm making my breakfast, like you got to think about when can you fit all this stuff in. I listen to PD while I'm making my stuff. And then I eat. And while I'm eating, I look at my stories from the day before. And I sit and I make a list of all the people that are new to watching my stories. And I actually wanted to show it. I have a list here. I've learned some things since I started doing this, so I have a better list. But anyway, I just sit and write a list of all the people that watch my stories. And then, as I'm eating still, right, this shouldn't take long because now you have a list of people that you can invite to a challenge group or to coaching. I do hop over to that person's page and see what I can connect with, and then I invite them. I straight up invite, especially if they've watched a few times, a few days, or if they watched all my stories in a row, I will definitely invite them. And this has been really good for me. So if you haven't been doing that, try it. See how it goes. So I invite 5 people in the morning. I invite 5 at lunchtime. Wait a minute. Okay. And then you just get it out of the way, because that's like the worst thing. That's the one thing that nobody likes to do. And do it first thing in the morning. It's super easy. You have to have a tracking system. I'm not even going to get into that because there's so much to talk about with that. I'm in the process of switching to Streak, but I have used Excel, which works really well. I've used pen and paper. I still use pen and paper and then import it into my other tracking. So whatever works for you, but you have to have a tracking system or you're going to lose people. You're going to lose people to follow up with. And the follow-up, of course, is the most important. So that's when I invite. And then I invite at night too. So my goal a week is to invite 100 people a week. Now you might think that's crazy, and it actually sounds crazy to me. And sometimes it doesn't happen, but that's like my goal. And if I don't reach the 100 people, then I do it on the weekends. I try not to invite on the weekends. I try to spend my weekends doing other things that I'll talk about in a minute. But maybe your goal is 5 invites a day. So maybe your goal is 25 a week. That's awesome. That's a great goal. But I'm going to tell you that if you want big things for your business, you have to invite more than that. I mean, I would say minimum 10 if you have big goals. So now feeding your funnel. If you've never heard us talk about a funnel, the funnel is how you get people attracted to what you have to offer connect with them, maybe through a free group or just online in one way or another, and then get them into our challenge group. So to feed your funnel, you have to get new friends into your network. There are a million ways to do this. If you don't know how to do this, like just put it in the chat and I'll post about it in our team page. But you have to request new friends. And I shit you not, I have on my little notes, it says, in the bathroom. I mean, that's real. I take my phone. That's like my only time. Are you serious? After school, that's my only time to be alone. I grab my phone. Whoops, guys. That's just how anyway. If you're waiting to pick your kids up from school or from practice or from a friend's house, in your car, zip through and add 5 new friends. I don't record people that I friend request. I only record when they answer my friend request and they accept it. So just a little tip there too. And then what I do when they accept my friend request is I add them to this list on Facebook. And I'm going to show you this too because this has been very, very, very helpful to me. So I'm going to show you that. Over here, so this is my home page, right? Over here under Explore, what, can you see it? Can you see it? Mm-hmm. Yes? Hold on. All right. Okay. So over here on the left-hand side, if you go to friend lists, come on. What's happening? I don't know. Come on. It's taking a minute. You can hear my kids right now, can't you? Why isn't that opening? There it is. Okay. So this is I have all these groups of friends or whatever. But anyway, so I have an April 2018 group. And up here you create the list. But what you do then is all my new people that I add in April, their newsfeed shows up. And so I can comment and like on just their things. It takes a second. This girl actually is going to coach with us, I think, which is awesome. But, you know, I just go through and I comment and it just takes 5 minutes. Do that in the car. I have that like scheduled in my thing so I don't forget to do that. I mean, it's important and that makes you connect with those people. Plus, you'll show up more in their newsfeed, your posts will. So that's a really good way to keep track of people. Anyway, okay, that was that. All right, so if you don't, like if you're struggling with how to find people to friend request, like I said, I can post about it, but just go to your, on Instagram, go to your followers on Facebook, go to your friends list and go scroll through there and see who you haven't connected with in a while. That's who you should connect with. You know, people who you think might benefit from this. And actually, I'm going to be really, really honest here. I do not, I don't know. Anyway, I've been very careful with who I am requesting friend requesting because I'm getting up there with my amount of friends, and I'm finding that, you know, this sounds so bad, but I'm going to say it anyway. If I don't think it's going to be lucrative to my business, I don't friend request them. I know that sounds so bad, and it's not what I used to do, because in Facebook, I used to friend request everybody. But now I'm really focused on who would be a good coach on my team, who would benefit from being a challenger. And remember, we don't want to make that decision for people. Let them make that decision themselves. But find people that you think would be a good fit. So you connect with those people, and then you look at their page. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but when I write down who looked at my stories, I do try to hop over to their page for just a hot second. Sometimes I don't. If I don't have time, I don't, but I usually do. Okay, so vital number 3, proof for the product. We're really good at working out, and we're really good at drinking our shakes. I mean, that's a no-brainer because that's easy to do. But you have to share it, right? And so when do we get these posts? When do I get these posts ready? I mean, there's so many things to do. So I get my morning post ready while I'm eating my breakfast. I make sure that it's like all set. I often will use a selfie from yesterday. So it's ready to go. And then, you know what I mean? So then the one I take today, I'll use it tomorrow. Who cares? The idea is, you know, that you're still using it and you're posting it in your stories. I don't post about my workout every day on my personal page. And that's another topic too, but I get that ready while I'm eating breakfast and like waiting for my tummy to settle. And then I post my workout and my stories after my workout's done. And then I use a half hour in the evening and make sure my night post is ready. So like from 5 to 5:30, it depends on who cooks dinner that night. Like I try to negotiate and see when it would work. But anyway, I try to block out a half hour in the evening when Scott is available and working at home, like working with my kids at home, to do a quick, get my post ready. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I use that time, because I have bigger blocks of time, obviously, I use that time to create content. And it takes time. Like I look on Pinterest for ideas, and anytime I see anything that I think, oh yeah, I want to post on that sometime, I put it in my Google Keep. If you haven't heard of that yet, look it up. It's Google Keep, Keep. And it's just, it's an amazing tool, but it's really good for you to quick add ideas or I type my posts in there, and then they're saved wherever I'm at, so I can access them from my phone or my laptop or my desktop, whatever. And they're always in there, and then I can just post really quickly. But that saves me, that has actually saved my ass. I mean, that saves me so much time during the week that I don't have, so I have the post ready from the weekend, and it's very, very helpful. So let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, and then just what I do on the weekends. Before I say that, hold on. So we're talking about power pockets of time. So I use the half hour in the morning that my stomach is settling to invite people, to get my post ready, to maybe post to my stories. I usually do one before I work out. So I use that time. I also do personal development then too. Forgot that. And then when I'm getting ready to go to work, I listen to like the National Wake Up Call. I'll listen to that tomorrow morning while I'm getting ready to go to work. I keep a little notebook in my bathroom. So if I have ideas or whatever, I can write them down. Or if I think of something, or if I want to write something down that I hear in a podcast, I write it down. Let's see, I use my lunchtime at school. I used 15 minutes of my plan time. I don't use my whole plan time, but 15 minutes easily turns into a half hour though, because I just love it so much. I just want to spend all my time doing it. And then I do my follow-ups then. I post in my stories or get my post ready. Like you can make the screen for your stories. You can save them and then post them later. So sometimes I get those all ready. So then at night when I'm flying around here with my kids, I can just post them really quick. And I wish people happy birthdays when I'm at school on my lunch hour or my plan time. Like I said, I block out that half hour evening when my husband's there so he can help out with the kids, and I just take a half hour break. And I used to feel really guilty about that. I used to feel like, you know, the point of me doing this is to spend more time with my kids. But if I'm at home and I'm not spending time with them, then that's a problem. But I no longer feel guilty about that because I'm doing this so I can have more time with them. And if I spend a half hour of my day when they're around and I'm doing something that's bettering myself, bettering them, bettering our lifestyle, then I'm okay with it. All right. And then at night, I have a half hour block from 8 to 8:30, or that's a lie. I wish it was 8 to 8:30. It's more like 8:30 to 9. And then I add new people to my network if I have, I connect with people. I do like last minute things. I check into our team pages. I check into my coach at my office, and just kind of do some maintenance at the end because I'm pretty much cashed by the end of the night. So that is that. That was a ton of information. And like I said, so here's my little master schedule, and I have like every day written on here, typed up. I can share that on the team page if you want me to. Do you have any questions for me? Any questions at all? You're welcome. Let me see if I don't know, just toilet talk. That's good. No comments here. We're just going to talk about poop. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I love you. If you have any questions, you know, if you want me to, how many invites would you recommend a newer coach to start with to create consistency? I always tell my people, my very new people, I say 3 people a day. I don't think, I mean, that's, you know, and that just gets your feet wet. And then as you get more comfortable doing it, then up it to 5. But like I said, if you want to build this business, crazy build, and you want to leave your job or you want to work part-time, you have to, and I would at the least invite 10 a day. And that sounds like crazy and scary. Once you get the rhythm and who to invite and how do you find those people, that will get easier. But I would start at 3 because I think that is a good balance. Don't you? What? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I love you. Have a great week. Great week. Great week. Bye.